What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my messy garage. It's Sam here. Today we're finally going to get to doing some service on the tow rig here, the F250, with the 6.7 liter diesel. So join me. We're going to try to make this thing a little bit longer with some upgraded filters, nice oil change, and some other stuff. So I'll show you all the parts that we got and show you what type of oil we're going to use and show you what upgrades we're doing to the filtering system for the fuel filter and the oil filter. So stay tuned for that, and we'll show you that right now. All right, so I had to go out and buy a drain pan because the one I got isn't going to be long enough or have enough capacity, so I got a new oil pan. We got some stuff from S&S. I won't be installing this today, but I'll show you about it. We got some stuff from H&S. We got some stuff from MDDP, and we got some oil from AMSOIL. So I got a couple other parts on the way, but this is what showed up, so this is what we're doing. We are doing get down in here, from MDDP. I've waited about 4 weeks for this guy, but we are going to be doing a cat oil filter. We're going to be doing a cat oil filter. This is an adapter. I'll show you more about it in a second. When I unwrap it, I'm going to have to clean it and stuff. But there's an adapter so I can run cat filters now. We'll talk about it more when I do it. Then from Thoroughbred Diesel here, my local, Thoroughbred Diesel is actually a local diesel shop or diesel seller up the road from me, actually. So if you need parts from, I know I see a lot of people with the 6.7 Powerstrokes saying they can't get stuff. I got this stuff literally in 2 days. They actually have inventory, and it's not like a warehouse somewhere else, so they actually do carry inventory. But, so, literally 2 days, and we got a fuel filter upgrade for the secondary filter on the engine from H&S. So, we got a 2 micron filter here, and it's billet aluminum. And then from S&S Diesel, which I'll have to install later because I have to take the entire plenum off up here. You have to take this entire plenum off up here to get to it because it goes over in this area. We got a disaster prevention kit, the 2.1 for the CP4. So we got that. Like I said, I'll have to install that later, but we also got some other stuff that's I'm gonna have to be removing this. I got a air filter coming, a new or updated air filter, and we're gonna have to remove, I'm gonna have to do it in this video. That's the upper fuel filter that I'm gonna have to remove. So, and then I got a lower fuel filter for, it's just the cartridge style. So, and then, like I said, we got some AMSOIL here. We got their signature series with the 5W40. I've been running AMSOIL and everything else, so I might as well run it in my diesel. When I had my 6-liter truck, I did run Schaefer's oil, but we're gonna run AMSOIL on this to see how it works out. So, but yeah, and we got some new wiper blades, and we got some Hot Shot diesel extreme. I'm gonna start putting in the fuel. I've been putting other kind of stuff, but I'm looking for a cetane booster to keep that CP4 nice and oiled up. You know, it's got 226,000 miles on it, so we want to keep that CP4 lubed. That's why I want to get the S&S kit on there, the the disaster kit on there. So if something does happen, I don't have to spend $5,000, $6,000 just in parts to replace the fueling system. So, but yeah, so let's climb underneath here, drain this oil out, and then install this new cat filter. I'll show you what it looks like and stuff like that when I get underneath the truck. So let's get underneath the truck and see what it looks like. All right, I'm under the truck here, as you can see, and got my socket for the drain plug. I just wanted to show you. So I didn't even get the largest. There's a bigger filter than this, actually. Look how much bigger that filter is than a factory one. The other filter actually added a whole quart of extra fluid. But yeah, so that's the before, and I'll have to show you the after once I get this oil drained and stuff. But a lot more filtration, a lot more paper to filter, a lot better filtering material. So we'll get this off, drain this oil out. Looks like the lower pan has been JB welded on. Probably need to get a new lower pan for it, but we're not going to worry about that too much. We're going to get the 16 that it takes to get that off, and then we're going to take that guy down. Hopefully it's not too tight, and then put the new stuff on. And of course, it's everywhere. That drain pan did not like that at all. It did not have enough volume in that little hole to take all that oil like it did. It was everywhere. Everywhere. But it's draining now, so get that filter off and then put the new stuff in. All right, so here's the filter out. Here's the new filter. I don't want to get it, but yeah, ginormous. Here's the adapter. So this goes onto where your old filter would go, and then it hangs down so you can adapt the bigger size to that. So I got the smaller filter. Like I said, there's a bigger filter, a 107, 1R 1807 filter. It adds 1 1/4 quarts of oil capacity. And then this one adds 3/4 of a quart oil capacity. So that's good, more capacity. That means, you know, keep the oil temps down. So I'm going to install this. It says to torque it to 30 foot-pounds, and then I'm probably going to pre-fill this filter a little bit since it adds so much capacity. So we're going to fill this up a little bit on the outside edges, not in the middle. And then we're going to start adding our AMSOIL to the truck. But it's a disaster underneath here. So let's get underneath there, and I'll show you what it looks like installed, and then that's what we'll do. Oh yeah, torque. Don't forget to torque this to 30 foot-pounds. All right, there is the cat filter installed. You can see how much bigger that one is, how much the other one sticks down to like right here, I think. So, but I've put a whole quart of oil in this filter, so we got it all snugged up and turned just like it said, and that's it. So let's clean up all this oil, and then we'll, oh man, I got my cat filter all oily, man. What the heck? Oh, I gotta get a better rag for that. Okay, let's get topside and fill this stuff up with oil. Fill it up with oil. All right, here's my 13 quarts of oil. Get up here and open this filter neck up and start pouring in, I guess. It's a lot of oil. A lot of oil. And we're doing 10 or 5W40 too, so. But it says you can do 5W30 or 5W40 or whatever it is, 5W40. So, like I said, I already added a quart down here to this, so we'll see how much it actually takes. All right, we put the 13 quarts in the engine. I put that quart in the oil filter, so technically 14 quarts. It says 13 capacity, so a little bit extra, but that filter is 3/4 of a quart extra too. So let's go ahead and start her up and see what she sounds like. Turn the gauge on. No clickety clack like I hear a bunch of people saying that they get. Smooth, real smooth. It's that 5W30. You got any oil dripping out the bottom other than what's already down there? the spillage, but looks like this is success on this one. Well, I'm gonna shut her down and check the oil density again, see what it looks like, and then we'll change the filter. All right, we are underneath the truck here, and we're draining the fuel filter. I already checked the oil, drove it. I actually drove it to the store. So now we're draining the drain for the fuel filter. I'll have to tell you that coming from a 6-liter truck, this is a way better design. The 6-liter trucks had them, and they were like up inside the frame rail. So whenever you took it was the same kind of bowl design. No drain though. That's also a new thing for me. But drain, and then it's not horizontal. It's vertical now, so that's a lot better too. That way you don't get freaking fuel in your armpits trying to take the cap off. So we'll have to get this off here. It's probably like a 22 or a 24 or something. And I had to go buy a fuel filter. One came with the truck, but it was not in the wrapper anymore, and it's kind of been rolling back there, so it had debris in it. Didn't really want to use it. I'll keep it as a backup, but I wonder how much fuel is going to come out of here. Oh, a lot already in there. But let's go get this socket so I can take this fuel filter off, change this one, and then we'll get to the H&S up top. All right, got that done. Good thing I did go get this box because I forgot that I didn't have a new gasket for it. So here's the old filter. It's pretty dirty, so put that in the box. Lower done. Back up and run it good. So got the drain plugged back in, or screwed all the way in, got it tightened till it stopped, like you're supposed to do it. So now we get to do the modification to the upper filter next. All right, now we're gonna be up here putting this H&S Motorsports fuel filter adapter right here in this area. So we need to take this and that off, and I'm gonna have to unbolt that bolt right down there. You can see that clamps it on, and then that should rotate out, and then there's gonna be fuel everywhere. So I got these rags to sit down in there to catch the fuel when it leaks everywhere. So got one hand here, so let me go ahead and disconnect it and take it out, and then I'll show you the upgrade. All right, here it is put together. We had to add these two barb fittings here for the fuel in and out, and then there was a 90-degree for like a 17-nut model I didn't need, so they gave me two block offs to put in. You can add like injector. You can add two extra fittings for this. So like if you upgrade in the future and you need some kind of extra fueling, like a gauge or a sensor or whatever else you need. So we're gonna go ahead and slap this in and then see if we got any leaks. All right, there's the finished install. It came with a rubber, kind of like a koozie, a rubber insulator, I guess, because the filter's not as big as that cartridge style filter. But you can also, if you need to, tighten up the band clamp that it has here, but it's not going nowhere. Put these push clips back on, push clip back on, and now check for leaks. So we're gonna have to prime this fuel system. You gotta turn the key 6 times for 30 seconds. You got 30-second intervals for 6 times. Prime the system. So that's what we're gonna do now. Prime the system and see if we got any leaks. All right, so did it 7 times. Let's see. Tired of all these buttons going off. Let's see what happens. fuel pressure gauge, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe we can get a fuel pressure gauge. I can't get a fuel pressure gauge, but we'll let it run here for a minute or two. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. It took a little bit of start to, I mean, not even that bad, honestly, so. Sweet. All left I got to do then is let it just idle here for a second, or a couple minutes. Clean up a lot of idle while I clean it up. Throw all the crap away. And then I got some windshield wipers to put on it, and that's it. So, this is going to be the end for this video, guys. Thanks for watching me do a oil change slash fuel filter change on my truck. Items that I used: DDP, MDDP, cap filter, H&S, oil filter adapter. Had to go get a Motorcraft fuel filter, but you know, whatever. Still got to put the S&S CB4 kit on there, the filter kit on there, and then that's it. Like I said, I got some other stuff coming, but thanks for watching. If you watch me, you know, do a fuel filter and oil filter change, I really appreciate it. We'll see how this stuff lasts. You know, a lot of this stuff, because it's better quality stuff, higher fuel filter ratings and stuff than the factory stuff. So we'll see how it lasts. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Drop me something in the comments down below. Are you gonna do this? What do you think about it? Should I just went with stock stuff? What do you think? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.